Hello, beautiful people. Oh, I need to fix this lighting. Hold on. Let's pour this out. I haven't been on camera in a minute. I know. Don't come for me. But, whew, I thought I spilled it on myself. We about to eat this. And I'm going to eat this with y'all. What we going to talk about? I don't know. But I'm hungry. And that's my business, okay? That's my business. So, can y'all see me? You can see me. I look a hot mess. Quarantine got me looking that way. But got my butter right here in this bowl. Okay. Always get, if you get seafood, get your sauce on the side so you can dip your food into it. Whatever it is you're eating, dip it in. Hot. Fuck. Hot. Shit. Damn. Okay. But, for real, y'all. What y'all been up to? What have y'all been doing in this quarantine? What have you been doing? I look a hot mess because I have children that have been driving me nuts. Oh man, there's no potatoes in here. I think I ate them all. Okay. That's okay. It's okay, I'll survive. But, yeah.
Not only has he moved on from the show, and he was in a relationship for a long time. That one's over. And now it appears he has picked up a new one with a celebrity. This is the way these Bachelor guys do. They hook up with celebrities now. Colton Underwood and Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars out for a little physical activity in LA.
Yes, baby.
Actually, on Wednesday in Pacific Palisades, they went on a hike, but we're actually told they've gone on a couple of these casual date hikes, which is definitely a thing in LA. So he has moved
how's
on
quarantine?
Cassie, which it wasn't even announced that long ago that him and Cassie broke up. But
what y'all been doing?
Lucy Hale actually did an interview years ago.
How's life been treating you?
How she was rooting for Colton on The Bachelor.
Ow.
He was beautiful to watch. So it was no secret.
How's quarantine? Is the kids getting on your nerves like my nieces are getting on mine?
Basically, there are a bunch of people who are not famous, so they go through that. But
they make me want to rip my hair out. But luckily, today's Friday.
Oh my gosh.
So that means they're playing Fortnite and out of my hair. 2 hours of Fortnite. So that means I have 2 hours of peace.
Impressive.
There is one more thing.
Jake from State Farm.
Here's the deal. With the Drive Safe and Save app, you'll save up to 30% for being a safe driver. Neighbor,
Ice cold water. So I got this yesterday, y'all. I just reheated it. It was actually a lot more than this. I got like 4 freaking boxes of food. You know, because I was being a fat ass. You know, the usual. And yeah, this is what I have left over. I should have showed y'all yesterday, but I was so hungry and so excited to have crab and, you know, mussels and shrimp. You know,
far too often people are being seriously injured and hurt because of
and
negligent
crawfish.
drivers distracted by their cell phones.
So I was excited.
If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver, the law is on your side.
I couldn't even show y'all.
Go to work for you. Lettermark Keith, the name you know.
But now all I have is mussels.
Everyone is at
A
risk
corn,
for enamel loss. When you drink
no
or eat
potatoes,
something that's acidic, it sucks the minerals out of the tooth
and I
surface.
literally just ate
Enamel
my
is
last
formulated
sausage.
to help deliver minerals to the tooth surface to help reharden and strengthen your enamel.
And if you hear the TV in the background, my Nana's watching TV.
In your app store today. He started a business in direct competition with you.
Judge Judy's on. We love Judge Judy in this house.
He called your clients and he interfered with your making a living.
He says it's not business as usual.
If y'all go to the seafood spot, what do y'all normally get? What do y'all pick? I usually get snow crab, but they didn't have snow crab, so I got, no, king crab.
It's Judge Judy.
Originally king crab. They didn't have king crab, so I got snow crab. Yeah. I get mussels. I get, of course, black mussels. I've never had the green mussels. I don't know what they taste like, so don't ask. But if you know what they taste like, tell me. Let me know.
Thank you.
Hey, Abu.
Mr. Marvisi, you leased a car for an
What was I saying?
assistant.
Crawfish. I had crawfish yesterday, and I think one of them was pregnant.
And how long was she your assistant?
About 8 months, Your Honor.
And you leased her a Mercedes.
Correct.
That didn't work out.
She decided to want to go back to her country.
So you're stuck with the Mercedes because it's in your name.
Correct, Your Honor.
And how long was the lease?
The lease, I believe, it ends at 36 months.
And she had the car for how long?
She had the car 8 months, Your Honor.
So you needed somebody to take over the lease.
Correct.
Because you didn't need the car. She must have been a very good assistant.
She was at the time.
Good. So he was your friend. And
But
he said,
I like
"Well,
snow
it's not a
crab.
bad deal. You'd already put down the
I'll eat snow
deposit,
crab if I
right?
don't have
Because they
king
make you
crab.
put down
I
the
forgot what I was
deposit,
talking
but
about,
she
so I
didn't have
jumped
to
on
put
snow
down,
crab.
Right?
Correct.
And so all you have to do is make some monthly
Also had
payments.
shrimps
So you
with the heads
agreed to
off.
take over the monthly
ADD.
payments. Now, did
Jump
you
right back to
and
it.
the defendant have anything in writing about this lease?
At the time,
That's either a yes
Or no.
no, Your Honor.
and the amount of the payments on the lease were how much?
Just whacked myself.
$397, but I made a mistake. I thought it was $377. I charged him $377 a month up front. He's supposed to pay me, the first time we made the deal, he's supposed to pay me every 12 months.
I don't listen to you.
Sorry.
Did he pay you by the month?
He paid me every 6 months.
Every 6 months?
Correct.
A lump sum in what amount?
Each check was $2,000.
Ooh, yes, baby. Pop that pop.
for every 6
Pop it,
months.
pop it,
And
pop
for
it,
how many
pop
months
it.
Did he
If
have
I
the
could go
car?
back
He had
and
the
get
car
like
for
more
19 months,
crab
which he
legs,
paid.
And then he returned it.
I
He
freaking
decided
Don't
to-
tell me what he decided. That calls
What?
for the operation of his mind.
Yes.
He said that's enough.
My
I
grandma
don't want the
calls
car
them
anymore. So now
frog legs.
he paid for the car for 19 months. The assistant paid for the car for 8 months. So
and
he
FYI,
paid
no, I
on
did not
behalf.
toot. That was my
8
arm
months.
on this
19
table.
and 8 is 27. Do I have to check that out with you?
No, last time I checked, that was it.
So you have another 9 months to go on the lease. So far, correct?
9 or 10 months, yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Come on,
9
come
months to
on,
go.
come on,
Maybe
come
you can
on,
find
come
something, 'cause
on,
This is
come
your
on.
lawsuit. You said he should have kept it for the
Yes,
entire lease.
baby.
But you don't have a lease
Yes.
agreement with him. You don't have
Get
anything
this in
that
this
says
hot
what the mileage
bowl
on the car when he took
that's in
it.
front
You
of
don't have
y'all.
anything, because she had it 8 months. You don't have
Salute.
anything that said how long his
Mm.
lease is. You don't have anything. He returned the car. And I have a feeling one of the reasons he returned the car, according to what he says in his alleged
That's how you do
counterclaim,
that.
which is meaningless, sir. You don't have a counterclaim. Is
I'll have some evidence for that.
yeah, you don't have an answer because you don't have a contract with him. Because what your counterclaim is, because I've made short shrift of your claim, he returned the car. You say he damaged it, and he says it already
Oh.
had some body damage on it for the
Another
8 months
one.
that your assistant was driving it. And you said he returned it with a lot of mileage. I don't know how much mileage it had the day you took it over.
7,200 miles.
7,200 miles is correct. He returned the car with 33,000 miles.
Okay.
What?
And there was, just a second, and there was no...
I have the pictures, Your Honor.
I'm going to look at your pictures of the damage.
I love you,
But you
Judy.
don't have a
Sorry, y'all.
contract with him, how many miles he could use a year. You have no contract with him. So he's responsible for any damage that he did. Did you do any damage to the car, Mr. Abu?
So I
Mr. No. I asked you if you did any body damage to the car,
We did not. I inherited the car the way it is.
the way it was. Show me the body damage that you're talking about, sir.
Oh, I pushed the table.
You're here, Your Honor. Thank you. Your Honor, he did a lot of damages. He inspected along with me, along with my assistant.
Can I see those pictures as well, Your Honor?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you so much.
There's one on the rear end of the car that looks as if it was scraped with something.
Yes.
It's all in the same area.
As
And
Mr.
it all
Martinez
looks-
stated,
and
we
it-
took the car as a year old and 7,000 miles.
It looks like it's all in the same area as a result of the same incident. Some of it is nonsense, but the main damage he's referring to is the damage on a rear panel. Would you show these, please, to the defendant?
Your Honor, if he's denying he didn't do the
Don't-
damages, I'm sorry.
You see what he's talking about, sir?
Correct. It's
That's
all
you.
the back bumper.
Yes.
It's the back bumper, and I have an estimate. I just got an estimate for you to understand that this damage is not worth more than $500.
Just a second. I'm not there yet. First, we're
Baby.
on culpability.
Correct.
So you acknowledge that was done.
No.
Correct. We inherited the car the way it is.
No, that's not what I said. I said, so you acknowledge that this damage was caused while you had the car.
No, this damage was already pre-existent when we took the car from Mr. Marfisi.
Okay, well, now you have to prove to me, sir, I'm prepared to take your statement or whatever evidence. You're not letting me finish.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
That demonstrates that when you gave him the car, it did not have this damage. You said you have proof of that, so I'd like to see it.
Your Honor, here's his text telling me he will fix the car when the lease is over, after the lease is done, and I said to him, no, you're going to fix it.
Just a second.
Big.
Oh, well, you acknowledge that you're going to fix the car, but he returns it to you.
David and I were friends for over 8 years.
I don't care.
And
This is an
I did
acknowledgement.
this as a courtesy and as a
This-
friend. Correct.
No. This
As a
is an
friend, I did not acknowledge that the damage is there. I acknowledge that I will fix it. It's different.
No, that's what you say. That's not how I'm interpreting it. I'm interpreting it as I will fix your back left scratch. And the other two you said, because at this point already you were angry with him because according to your counterclaim, he had already started a business.
I'm gonna be greasy by the end of this, and I don't care.
That's one of the reasons why.
So you weren't, it's not that you were friends for so long, that's a lot of chatter. You returned the call because your counterclaim says that he started a business in direct competition with yours, and you got angry.
Ooh.
All right, so now
Why is it all the little pieces come out so perfectly?
Fixing the car does not say that I damaged the car. I fixed it out of friendship.
That's how she takes it.
Now he's stealing your business.
Right.
Unless you want to dismiss your counterclaim. Then
Just
I'll
threw my
hear more
muscle.
about, we were friends, so I said I'd fix it.
But I did it out of courtesy. I said I'll fix it as a
Mm.
good Samaritan. Because I know the damage is not more than $500.
Only got 3 more
That's why I
muscles
offered it.
left.
That's a lie.
And I have the estimate as well.
That is a lie.
You have to understand something. I know the difference between when somebody's dog is peeing on my leg and they're telling me that it's raining outside.
What?
That's how I make my living.
Understood.
Let me explain something to you. There is no way you're getting $4,000 to fix up this car. Forget it. They take off a bumper, take it someplace other than to Mercedes. I'll see yours.
I have another one, Your Honor.
Well, you better give me an estimate.
I have an estimate right here.
Your Honor,
You
please.
better both give me estimates.
Allow me to show you, please.
No.
Here's the second estimate.
Allow me to show you.
Thank you, Your Honor. If he didn't have the damage, Your Honor, why did he get an estimate? He knew he did the damage.
Listen, I don't know what you're fighting with me for. I already said it.
He texted me about the damage,
That
so I
from
get an
this
estimate.
from this text that he acknowledges that he caused the damage. Is below.
Oh, I gotta sneeze, y'all.
Was your friend and he's saying it's good Samaritan. I don't buy. That's why I said
I'm good.
don't pee on my leg
Y'all
and
okay?
tell me it's raining.
I'm good.
Well, here's another.
I also have the contract.
Just a second.
Sorry.
You're not going to get $4,300 for the car. To fix a back panel that he can take off.
And that's a certified body shop by Mercedes-Benz.
That's his partner, Your Honor.
It's not. It's a different partner.
Okay, now, this is your counterclaim. You're going to get $500 to fix the bumper of that car.
So,
This is your counterclaim. Your counterclaim is that your friend, for a long time, decided to go into business in competition with you. And it was in the car business, right?
correct.
And when he did that, he
Yeah.
took your clients,
Oh, I
he
broke
called your
it.
clients, and he interfered with your making a
And
living.
one of them is right here.
I don't care. He can do that.
I'm all in for fair competition, but there are ways.
He can do that. He can open up a big store
Oh.
and gobble you up. He can do that as long as you don't
My
have a
eyes moved and it
contract that
scared the
has a
shit out of me.
non-compete clause.
I mean, he used our friendship to collect information, to go to talk to my investors,
Makes
talk
him-
to my clients,
makes him-
and went to my landlord and he offered him twice the rent.
Listen, first of all, that's a yada, 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 yada. And I'm just telling you, unless you have a contract with someone that has a non-compete clause, you can strike them off your list of friends. Just like I'm striking off, I offered to pay for the damage because out of friendship after I found out that he went to my landlord, took my clients,
Y'all,
did all those
I'm
things I
sorry.
offered to pay him out of friendship because we've known each other. Because that's why I don't buy it.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Unless
Y'all literally just in here watching me eat now.
That says you cannot go into a competitive business with me. He can be as unscrupulous as he wants to be.
Where'd it go?
And later today.
What if it doesn't take, and then your dog gets run over, or you decide to have it fixed? You mean she's supposed to wait a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or however long it takes? You know that was a ridiculous defense.
When newsmakers have something to say, they talk to Greta. Every week, Greta holds them accountable, voices your concerns, and brings politics home. Full court press with Greta.
I don't even know if I got it out. That's so sad. All that fighting. Don't even know if I got it out. Y'all.
New spicy Western bacon cheeseburger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Am I happy?
Yeah, I need some seafood.
My happy is being fed.
That's better. HBR seasoning. You either love it or you really love it.
I had to go to the hospital after my wreck. I needed back surgery. I made that one call to Morris Clark. He got me $410,000.
If you get hurt in a car wreck in Birmingham, do what your family and friends have done for many years. Call us now.
I think every room should have a purpose, but living rooms have many. It's a place to work, relax, and just have fun. The right furniture can make that possible. Rooms to Go makes it easy. With sofas and sectionals in different sizes and styles that fit the way you live. So get creative, get comfortable, and always get the most out of your space. And the best part, you can do it all within budget. I'm Julianne Huff, and that's what's possible at Rooms to Go.
My nanny just left me.
Healthy cheese, crispy bacon, and on scratch biscuit or soft tortilla. Spice up your breakfast. The Southwest omelet biscuit and burrito are back at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
As a last resort,
look at my face.
Power to shut down a business if it's not following the county-wide face mask.
Can y'all just shut down the whole damn town?
By working with the businesses.
So that Corona can go the hell away in Birmingham, Alabama. Thank you.
Olay's Retinol 24 faced the competition, and we broke through. Olay's Retinol 24 complex hydrates better than the $100 Retinol Clean. Visibly smoother, brighter skin in just 24 hours. Olay Retinol 24.
Got it.
Got it.
I lost it. Or found it. I got it.
And it's 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Come on, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Judge Judy.
And plot.
David Marvesi says his former friend, Monsefa Boo, breached their correlate deal. Monsefa's countersuing.
This is the 18 minutes and you just eating.
Now, but I'm telling you, legally, you do not have cause of action. You could open up, if Bird could fit into this and he could take this job, he would do it in a minute. And I would say to him, that's not a nice thing to do. We've known each other 40 years. How could you do that to me?
But his actions cost us a lot of money as well, so, and lots of wages as well.
Just a second. Unless you have a contract with your friend that says you cannot go into a competitive business with me, he can be as unscrupulous as he wants to be.
Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all how I ordered this. So we've been sitting here for 18 minutes.
But there are ways for fair competition and there are others.
So I went into my seafood place, you know, that does boils. And you get what you want.
What about the mileage?
And then you say,
I answered you about the mileage 20 minutes ago.
can I get the sauce on the side?
You have no contract with him about how
Baby.
much mileage you can put on
Baby.
the car every year.
We did have a railroad contract, Your Honor.
You had a written contract?
Well, at the time, we texted each other.
That's enough.
Get sauce on the side.
I think she was fair. She was
Trust me.
He's a scam artist.
Marvesi went out of
You're going to
business.
get them steamed in the bag with your potatoes or however yours come. Mine come with potatoes, sausage, and corn.
Any friends without a contract.
Okay?
And now, the next case.
All parties in the matter of gay
Trust this fat girl.
versus
She know what she's talking about.
Catherine Gator is suing Miranda Reed for the return of her
Get it the way you want.
for a German wire.
You want it hot? Make it hot. You want Cajun? Make it Cajun. You want garlic and butter? Just get garlic and butter.
I wanted to surprise my daughter for Christmas of last year, so I contacted my friend Ashley Watson.
But get it
my witness,
on the
because she
side.
had a puppy that we really liked, that we'd spent a lot of time with for a few months.
What kind was it?
It was a German wire-haired pointer.
You did your research and contacted a breeder.
Okay.
That was the defendant.
I contacted my friend Ashley and asked about her breeder, and she contacted the defendant.
Because
Did you ultimately
you can
contact
use
I
that
did.
dipping
On what date?
On August
and all that
29th, I
stuff
contacted the defendant
to
and
dip
asked
your
her,
crab meat,
and found
your
out that she was going
crawfish,
to breed her dog,
your
Lexi, which I have a photo of if you'd
your
like to see the dog.
lobster tails, whatever it is you want
Did you
that you
advise
got
the defendant that you were
from a
interested in
seafood place
purchasing this dog
that
for your
goes in
daughter
your
as a
bag.
Christmas present?
She told me she was going to breed the dog the next day.
Instead
I
of them
broke
having
with the family
all of
dog
it
breeder, so I
soaked
know
into your food.
the cadence of how this works pretty well.
63 days.
Yep. And so I asked her when the dog would
Just
be ready, and she said December. And I asked
get it on the side.
specifically in time for Christmas, and she said yes.
And how much were you selling the dogs for?
$1,000 a piece.
And you required a deposit.
Yes, ma'am.
How much?
500.
Did the statement that
And
Miss Gayer
it will
just made to me, was that an accurate
change your
reflection
life
of the conversation that you had with her?
Pretty
forever.
And you had this conversation on the 29th of August. On what date did she send a $500 deposit?
It was September 29th.
And when you got this check on September 29th, at that time you knew that you had not bred the dog Lexi.
She had not taken. Correct.
It did not take. So you knew that.
Correct.
Did you call her immediately and tell her that the breeding did not take?
I did let her know that the breeding did not take.
On what date?
I'd have to check text messages.
Check it.
Judge, I actually contacted her directly and asked about the dog on October 6th, to which she told me that the dog was not bred.
Okay. Do you have that on your phone?
I do. She did not contact me directly.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Okay.
Excuse me, it was October 12th she said that it wasn't bred.
Okay, so Miss Reed, I've read this. She contacted you. You didn't contact her on September 29th.
I wasn't certain the dog was not completely bred.
Well, that's now you just made that up.
Yeah. Baby. Baby.
Miranda is not
A bitch be getting
of
focused.
integrity or to be trusted. Agreed. I agree.
Your Honor, she wanted a dog, not her money.
I wouldn't buy a dog from you.
Hey, do you happen to have a tampon? What size?
And this is why I soak my thing into the choice.
It's about your flow, okay? It changes, so should your Tampax. Only Tampax has 5 sizes and a leak guard braid. If it hurts to remove, go down. Leaks, go up. Super regular. That's my combo. Tampax, the only tampon with a leak guard braid to help give you more leak-free periods. Time to Tampax? What's your combo?
I'm tripping, y'all.
Nearly 3 million U.S. workers were injured on the job last year. Construction, transportation, manufacturing, oil and gas, and agriculture were among the most dangerous industries for workplace accidents. These accidents...
Okay. I lost space in my camera. I had to delete some stuff.
You swindling her.
But I did get that one open. Here it is.
Continues in a moment. Closed captioning sponsored by. There are those who check the meal before they eat to prevent discomfort.
Sorry, it was like 20 minutes long.
33% more gas and discomfort preventing power.
Constipated? Set yourself free in minutes with Fleet. Little Fleet, big relief. Feel that Fleet feeling.
What, girl? I'm dying. What do you want?
Every day.
Water?
People are surprising
Got some.
The moment
What you want?
they can do
So what you come here for? She wanted some.
Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't.
Oh my God. I went down the wrong pipe.
2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Talk to your doctor
See what I go through, y'all?
about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
When you're injured on the job, you need more
I know y'all
than
like,
workers'
just be a
comp.
nice auntie and give her some.
Your
No.
injury was because of a defective product. And our team of product lawyers will bring a claim against the manufacturer.
It's bad enough I
Other
share
times,
everything with
you
them.
need to file for Social Security. Finally, your employer could try to retaliate if you bring a claim, and our employment law team is ready to slap them back hard. You can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Cancer won't wait. It won't wait for appointments to open up or test results to come. That's why at Cancer Treatment Centers of America, our world-class experts give you the care you need when you need it. With appointments in as little as 24 hours and rapid test results to get you a personalized treatment plan.
Boop, 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 boop,
Cancer isn't
boop.
just what we do, it's all we do. Today, appointments available now.
This is big. This is bigger. But this is our biggest ever at Limbaugh Toyota. It's Toyota's the big one. Your chance to buy Camry for $18,88 with zero money down. Big selection and savings right now at Limbaugh Toyota. On Camry, zero money down, $18,88. Plus, lifetime powertrain protection when you buy. Only during the big one at Limbaugh Toyota. Exit 120 off I-59 West.
My meat has cooled down a bit. No, don't break. Bitch broke. Bitch broke. My sauce is still hot though.
Cheated? Go to JudgeJudy.com.
I hope not.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on
Oh, yes, bitch.
Miranda is not a woman of integrity or to be trusted. Agreed. I agree with her. Aside from her real estate business, she also breeds dogs, to which I paid her a $500 deposit for a puppy. When the litter didn't take, she assured me of a refund, which she has stalled and made excuses for over 2 months. That's what I just read out loud, and she hasn't paid me back. It is now Christmas, and my family is out of pocket for the money. She has stopped responding to my outreach, and I'm forced now to take the matter to small claims court and ensure no one else is swindled by her in the future.
Your Honor, she wanted a dog, not her money. This letter states as such.
Oh, I wouldn't buy a dog from you. Case is over. Judgment for the plaintiff, $500. Counterclaims dismissed.
Step out. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy,
A canine encounter
She was shaking and afraid.
with a different outcome.
Oh, the puppies are adorable. Want to see a picture of the puppies?
Sure.
Judge Judy.
It is what it is. She didn't deliver the product and didn't return my money. I offered what she asked for, the dog. I did buy another dog, yeah, that we're very happy with, and my daughter was very surprised. Definitely will have contracts in the future. Definitely don't send your deposit until you know the dog has firmly been bred and have
Nearly 3 million U.S. workers were injured on the job last year.
Suppose we're down the wrong pipe, yo.
If you workplace accident, call Alexander Shinara today.
Oh my God.
Available 24/7 nights and weekends.
Call me, Alabama. At Stewart Roofing, we take pride in our work, which is why we
I'm literally crying.
Let Stewart Roofing install your roof the right way, by hand. Learn more about why hand nailing is best at AlabamaRoofingPros.com and call us today.
I broke my sternum and ribs in a car wreck. I called Morris Bart immediately, and he got me $200,000.
If you get hurt in a car wreck in Birmingham,
y'all see that tear? Do y'all see that tear? Like, I'm literally tearing.
Some products you must try for yourself, especially a mattress, because comfort is a personal thing. At Rooms to Go, we're doing everything to help you find the mattress that's right for you. There's a great choice of top brands at great prices. And for peace of mind, we're giving you this individual mattress and pillow cover to use to feel more comfortable trying out mattresses. So check out all the great mattress buys and save at Rooms to Go.
Every 2 minutes in the U.S., someone is injured in a drunk driving crash. Alexander Shadora has
Didn't
over
break this
23
one.
years of
Look at this.
experience
I'm
with
finding
cases
Grammy
involving drunk
everywhere.
drivers, and he is here for you 24/7.
I'm gonna have to sanitize this table so good.
I said, oh, you feel like that? So what you want to do? Enemies arm themselves.
You opened your trunk, you got out a pipe.
But you're not going to threaten me on my property. So I ran to my house, and I got a knife. He comes back out with 2 10-inch butcher knives. Then the face-off. He took his shirt off like he wanted to fight. He's screaming, hollering, calling me a rat. But you all...
Do you think that helped you?
This is Judge Judy.
Anthony Nelson is suing his former friend, Andrew Harris, for purposely damaging his motorcycle.
Order. All rise.
I'm gonna throw this away, y'all.
58 on the calendar in the matter of Nelson versus Harris.
Thank you very
I think
much.
she's fine.
Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat.
Mr. Nelson, when did you buy this motorcycle that's the subject of this case?
08.
Who did you buy it from?
Elusive Motorsports and Monroe Woodbury.
Was it a 2008 motorcycle?
No,
What year motorcycle was it?
2006.
And in 2008, how much did you pay for it?
$4,500 for it.
And is this the gentleman over here in whose house you were storing it?
Yes.
And you were storing the motorcycle in his garage?
Yes.
He was a friend of yours, I assume.
Absolutely.
And in what month and year did you start storing it in his garage?
2018.
What month in 2018?
Say going towards the winter around August, September.
September is not the winter. What month and year did he start storing his motorcycle in your house?
It was about September of last year.
And a year later, your motorcycle was still there.
Yes, ma'am.
So you hadn't driven it in a year.
No, I ride it during the summertime.
Did you ride it in 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
What months?
I try to ride it pretty much every day. I ride it to work, ride it when I get off work.
So that means you weren't storing it at his house, it was kept at his house.
Yes.
And it is your claim, sir, that this motorcycle that you paid allegedly $4,500 for in 2008 was damaged by the defendant while in your friend Mr. Robinson's garage to the tune of $5,000.
Yes.
First, Mr. Nelson, let me explain to you that if you buy something, unless you buy an antique or a piece of art, cars, motorcycles,
lose
they depreciate
value.
in value. They don't appreciate in value unless this is some sort of a very unique motorcycle that also does ballet, tow, or acrobatics. It decreases in value. So if you paid $4,500 for it 11 years ago, maybe it's worth, and I'm being generous, half of that now, which is $2,200. And you're suing Mr. Harris for $5,000 because you say he knocked it over and caused damage to it.
He didn't knock it over, he slammed it over.
Whether he slammed it over, knocked it over, picked it up, and threw it over, unless something that you bought 11 years ago has some sort of extraordinary something that I don't see in your papers, it doesn't appreciate in value. It depreciates in value. And you don't spend $5,000 to fix something that you could buy for $2,000. Got it? I don't care if that's the estimate that you got. So you want to tell me how he knocked it over and when?
August 16th.
And?
I pulled up there after coming from work. That's where I normally keep it at. And I get in my car and go home. But this day...
Just a second. So you drive the motorcycle to work?
Yes. And I leave my car in the driveway.
Okay. So you left the car in the driveway and... Go ahead.
I took the bike to work. I came back there to drop the bike off, but this day I asked Andrew if he could come outside to show him some dog scratches that were embedded in the plastic. And he came outside We had a little conversation about it, and he was looking at it. So from that point on, I asked him if he could give me $50 for the bike cover that the dog chewed up. That way I can take my bike out of there and we won't have no more issues.
So his dog had chewed your cover. You said, give me the money for a bike cover and I'll get it out of here because there are dog scratches on the plastic of the bike.
Yes,
and, go ahead.
After asking a couple times, he began to get irate, saying, screaming and yelling, I don't have your money. And at that time, he started approaching me. So, for my protection, I picked up something as I'm calling the police.
Picked up what?
I picked up a little pipe that I had.
A pipe?
I didn't
Where did you
swing it
get
at him.
No, just a second. Where did you get the pipe from?
It was in my trunk.
Okay, so you had to go to your trunk in order...
No, my car was there. I was already at my car, in the back of my car.
So you were at the back of your car.
Yes.
And you opened up the trunk and you got out a pipe.
Excuse me.
I just stood there. As he walked away, I put it back in the trunk of the car where I got it from. As he walked away.
And did you close the trunk?
No, I left the trunk open because I knew the cops were coming. So I didn't want to try to hide anything.
Just a second. So you left the trunk open.
I left the trunk open.
He was walking away and...
He was already in the house at this time. So while I'm waiting for the cops to answer the phone, he comes back out with two 10-inch butcher knives, one in each hand. So now he starts coming at me. Now the police is on the phone. So he lunges at me with the right hand. I jump back and I'm giving the police a play-by-play of what's happening as I'm keeping my distance. So now I'm in the middle of the street. I'm still telling him what he's saying. He's screaming, hollering, calling me a rat, all this other crazy stuff. But you are? He goes to the car.
You think that helped you, by the way? No.
He walks up to my car, and, he's looking at it like he's going to do something to it. So now he's starting to yell, get your off my property, which I'm saying at the same time I have a right to be here. He walks away from the car. After he walks away from the car, he walks over to the bike. He says it again, get your off my property. I said, I have a right to be here. At that time, he violently slams the bike to the ground. And that's where I left it until the cops can show up.
Okay. Now can I see photographs of the damage that you allege you caused to the bike? Did you get the bike out of your friend's house?
Yes.
When did you get it out?
A friend had drove by during the commotion, and he walked it down the street to his house, in which it sat there for about a day or so until I can get over there to it to bring it to the shop.
So you went over to your friend's house. What's your friend's name?
I forgot it was somebody that I rode with.
Well, what's his name? You went to his house. He lives a couple of doors down.
He walked it down to his house and kept it there.
I understand that. What's his name?
I don't know. He knows him better than I do. We rode our bikes out twice, and he took it off the property, so I was able to get my car off the property at the same time.
Okay, sir. And how did you get the bike to the shop?
I had to drive it, and in the way that it was.
Just a second. The question is, how did you get the bike to the shop from the person whose name you don't know's house?
I had to ride it over there.
Yeah. You wrote it. Okay. That's why you got it there.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now I'll hear you. Your version.
My main issue was when he came to the house, he came rowdy. Like took his shirt off like he wanted to fight, and he ran to his car. He wasn't already at the car. He ran to his car and popped the trunk.
Oh, he didn't come out that way, sir. Something happened before. He didn't just take his shirt off and run to his car and get a pipe. That's not what happened. He wasn't at the house. Then he came to the house. Mm-hmm. How did he get to the house?
I guess by the bike, yes. Mm-hmm.
And when was the first time you saw him after work? Were you in the house?
I was in my house. He walked in the house.
So he walked in the house. When he walked in the house, he had a shirt on.
Yes, he had a shirt on. Mm-hmm.
And what did he say when he walked into the house?
He called me outside to talk to me. I thought...
What did he say?
He didn't say nothing to me while he was in the house. But when we got outside, he showed me a damage to the bike.
What kind of damage did he show you?
He showed me scratches, to the bike.
Yes,
I have a dog.
So it's coming to an end, y'all.
To the bike, show you, he said that the scratches were caused by your dog. Means yes.
Yes.
And what did you say to him?
Well, I was looking at the bike. At the same time, he's already mad. So he's like...
No, just tell me slowly.
Yeah.
He showed you the scratches on the bike. Come on out here, look at this. Shows you the scratches on the bike. Now, he had taken the bike to work that day.
Yes, he did.
Now, you go outside, you see scratches on the bike. And what did you say to him?
I was looking at the scratches, and I said, okay, you know, could have been my dog. You know, I was looking at just being a bigger person. But the meanwhile, he's getting tight, like threatening me, oh, I need that $50, this and that. So I was telling him, yo, first of all, calm your voice. You'll start screaming on the property. Like, you got neighbors coming out. You know what I'm saying? Calm yourself down. He like, I don't give a part of my name, so I don't give a I'll do what I want to do. Nobody gonna tell me about my. So I said, oh, you feel like that? So you gonna feel like that on my property? So I don't care. He would. So what you want to do? He took his shirt off. So while he's taking his shirt off, I'm approaching him. He runs to his car because he knows, I don't know, he probably feel a threat because I'm bigger than him. And he pulls out a knife. I mean, he pulls out a, he pulled out a crowbar, whatever. I couldn't get to him, so I ran to my house. And I got a knife. And when I got the knife, I went after him because I wasn't playing with him. Like, you know, I got kids here, you on my property, now you're threatening me. Now it's an issue. You know, so after I told you to leave off my property. No, I did not tell you can't keep the bike there. I just tell you yourself to leave and come back and talk when you calm down. You know, it was hot, he was mad, he must have having a bad day, arguing with his girl, I don't know what the issue was. But you're not going to threaten me on my property, and that was the issue. So I went and got my life and chased around the premises, and his bike ended up hitting the floor. You know, he got called the police. He thought I was going to stop when the police came because I don't really care about them because you're on my property, so I know I'm in the right.
Something that you said caught my attention, Mr. Harris.
Yes.
You said you had kids in the house?
Yes, I have kids in the house.
How many kids do you have in the house?
Well, I have my daughter. We both raised our daughter. I got my daughter, and he got his daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 11.
Was she home?
No, she wasn't home at that time, but he don't know.
Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Just asked you, was she home?
No.
Was his daughter home?
No.
Was he home?
Yes.
So just the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you weren't protecting your daughter or his daughter. And now you have somebody who's outside who appears to be
I'm so mad.
control.
Yes.
So what does a normal
This has come to an end.
when they have now extricated themselves from a situation where somebody appears to be out of control? A normal person goes into their house, closes the door, and calls the police and say, there's somebody here threatening me with a pipe. Please come here. A normal person does not go into their house, take out a knife, and go outside to confront somebody who you've just described as being out of control, having a bad day. That's what a normal person does.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today...
Where were you sleeping the other nights?
I was sleeping there, but while I was there, I had to also continue to care for her, taking care of her, helping her to bed, making sure...
Okay, y'all.
Who told you that you would deserve money for that?
This is all I got left. I'm gonna call this a den. It's already hella fucking long.
And we'll update you on the rain chances too. We'll see you on the 4th. Get local traffic and road conditions with the WBRC First Alert Weather app.
I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. And hopefully I'll have another one up for y'all in a couple of weeks. Because your girl love her some crab legs. And hopefully by then, hopefully, they'll have some snow crab. Sorry, king crab. This is snow crab.
I was seriously injured in a car wreck. I had
So,
to have surgery
see you
on
guys
my
next time.
shoulder. I called
Bye.
He got me $313,000.
If you get hurt in a car wreck in Birmingham, do what your family and friends have done for many years.
Bitch.
Call us now.
The COVID crisis has shown how our health depends on each other, on our neighbors, our loved ones,
Come
our
on, bitch.
coworkers. Wearing masks and social distancing is about protecting each other, our parents and grandparents, the friend who has diabetes or a heart condition we didn't know about, and put themselves at risk. And so our small businesses open safely and get our economy moving. I'm Senator Doug Jones, and I approve this message because in Alabama, we do this for each other.
Yes.
Investigate TV.